As you can see, I'm sitting here in the Cleveland headquarters boardroom with a few of our colleagues, Jared, Steve, Nancy, and Tony. And it's my absolute pleasure to welcome you guys to the first video town hall meeting at Protegis. You know, life in the time of COVID, as they say, it's a strange time and it calls for strange measures. And I think that you guys are probably as sick and tired of receiving communication emails as we are of sending them. And we just felt that, heck, you know, we're a company that prides ourselves on people being, you know, people, not a number, but an individual. And therefore, you know, we really wanted to establish some face-to-face communication with you guys. We're going to be using video a hell of a lot more going forward. And I'll tell you a little bit about that further on. What I'm going to talk about today is just really three topics. Number one, what have we been through as a company over the last 2 months, and where are we at in that extraordinary situation? Number two, how are we going to get through it? And number three, what is it that we are busy building here together as a company? Okay, and hopefully we have opportunity for a few questions after that. Now, we've been through a great deal over the last 3 months as a society, as an economy, as a country, and as a company. And we're still in the woods. We're still in the woods. I don't need to tell you guys about the pandemic. The OECD last week described it as the worst health and economic crisis in living memory since the Second World War. Sometimes we forget about that. We kind of get used to it. But this is just one of the biggest crises of our lifetimes. And you know what? We're here, we're working, we're getting through it, we're alive. We've got a lot to be thankful for. 440,000 people have died so far. Sometimes one forget just how momentous this time is. And, you know, for some of us, this thing hits the most vulnerable people the hardest. And for some of us, this poses a major threat. And for that reason, I want to ask you guys, I want to urge you guys, when you're in the office outside of your personal work area, please wear that mask. It's not for yourself. It's for the other folks in the office who may have concerns, who may have health problems. And that's why we do it. And it's in line with our value of respecting each other. The pandemic obviously has, through the lockdowns and so on, caused enormous economic impact. Tens of millions of people unemployed. And at Protegis, we are fortunate and very, very grateful that we could avoid a mass layoff like many, many other companies had to resort to. We are very grateful and very appreciative of those of our colleagues who have gone on furlough. I am happy to tell you that all but a very small handful of those folks are now back in our ranks and working with us. Welcome back. It's good to have you guys back on board. During this pandemic, in a most extraordinary way, we have actually implemented the greatest systems transitions of this company's history. Again, a quite momentous achievement within our company's frame of reference. The NAV and FieldPoint and Paycom transitions all happened a couple of weeks ago. And I can tell you the teams who worked on that toiled away for months and months and months in the most admirable and the most impressive way, dedicated, professional, all the way through and working late into the night and through many, many weekends. I can't tell you how big a debt we have as a company to those people. I can just say big, big thank you to all of you who were involved in the development of those systems and in the implementation phase. Now, naturally, as it goes with these things, it's not over when the implementation happens. Some of the work only starts at that point. The nav side of things is going pretty smoothly, as I understand, given expectations. On the field point side, we are painfully aware of some of the frustrations and some of the issues that need to be addressed there, especially for those folks who were used to the service trade app. You know, those folks are making a comparison, and it's frustrating. I know it's frustrating to change, and it's frustrating when some of the functionality is not quite there yet. But we will get there. I can give you my assurance that we understand that, you know, the glitches, the temporary glitches are being ironed out, and in the next 2 or 3 weeks, those things will start to disappear. The user skills, as you guys use it over and over, are going to get so much better, and you'll get faster at it. But most importantly, in terms of the basic functionality, we've got a priority list of items that are being addressed systematically by the programmers. And over the next 2 to 3 months, we'll get FieldPoint to the point where it's a robust mobile app and platform for us that we're proud to roll out. So guys, bear with us. We're aware of these frustrations, and it is a burning priority for us. So turning inward to the company at this stage against the background of those developments, we do see depressed business levels in the company. If you compare to, you know, our targets, our plans, we're running in all three of the businesses, branch, national accounts, parts, about 2/3 at the moment, 2/3 of where we normally woulda, shoulda been. And you know what? We haven't got 2/3 of our resources back. We haven't got 2/3 of our staff back. We've got close to 100% of our staff back. So we do have an obligation and a pressing urgency to get our business levels up, guys. And I know that Steve and Jim and Greg are working through the different business teams for us to go up that business startup and business reopening curve as fast as we can. And that is urgently necessary for our company, because while, as Tony Burt will tell you, our company is on a very solid footing. We're very fortunate to have that. We do carry large debt, which fuels our growth. And for that reason, we are under pressure. And it's our obligation as the Protegis team to do our best as the opportunities open up again to go up that curve and get the business back to its full health and potential. So these are challenges, and we'll get through them. How do we get through them? And I want to draw on our culture and values. As you know, I'm new to the company, so I looked at the survey that was done at the beginning of the year, and I talked to many people, specifically to a group of very respected employees from across the company, folks like Tony Duncan, Doug Steckel, Mary Nijelski, Lori, Lisa, and Heather, and came away with the following impressions and insights about what it is that drives us at Protegis and what it is value-wise that binds us together. Okay, here's what I found. Firstly, we're focused, we're laser focused on our purpose of protecting lives and property. What we do here matters. What we do here matters. Our purpose is an elevated one. It's a very worthwhile one. It's a very important one. And therefore, what we do here matters, and it imbues everything with an enhanced and elevated level of importance. In practice, what that translates into is that what we do right. We do it perfectly, whether it is checking that tag on the fire extinguisher. It's not just a tag. We make sure that that thing is fully operational. When we schedule a service call at the national accounts coordinators, we know that that deficiency needs to be taken care of, and we make sure of it. And finally, when the parts guys check that circuit breaker on the recon panel, they take care that it's done right. So this aspect of our culture runs right the way through. We do things right because we understand our purpose is extremely important to save lives and to protect property, protect lives and property, so to speak. The second value is around respect that I referred to already. Treating one another with respect, not humiliating people in this organization is to me personally extremely important as well, about how we do things around here. And what I learned from these folks is that this is an environment where we trust people and give them space to step up, empower them to take on challenges. And we invest and develop our people. This is an area that we started out on and that we need to lift our game. And from the executive team side, I can tell you that we are aware of that. This is a priority for us. Steve DeJohn is already made sure that we jumpstart and restart the tech training program that has been suspended due to the COVID situation. And we're also thinking about managerial training that we want to add to the technical training courses that we have. So a really important priority for us here. And it all hangs together with respect. The third value is around teamwork. Protegis is not a stay in your lane environment. It's a jump in and pitch in and help out kind of environment. Here we go beyond the narrow job definition and ask what's right for Protegis, what's right for the organization. And obviously this goes hand in hand with communication, transparency, and openness so that folks know what the company is up to, where it's going, and what the right thing is to do. And we again, from the executive team side, we understand that need for communication. It's being stifled a little bit, initially at least, now with the pandemic. But as I said to you guys, we're going to use video a heck of a lot more going forward. Your managers are going to encourage video meetings. We are doing this town hall, and we will do this at least every quarter and maybe more regularly now during the pandemic. And then the newsletter that will come out later this week, maybe tomorrow morning, will, for example, carry not just a bunch of articles, but will carry 5 video clips from our 5 members of the executive committee. Just a minute to 2 minutes, but talking to you guys directly about what's happening in different parts of the company and putting a face to what we're doing. Part of making this company a personal experience. And then finally, in terms of teamwork, a constituency in our company that's absolutely vital, that is at the very core, the engine room of what we do, obviously, is our technicians, right? And we need to make sure that our technicians are fully engaged, have a seat at the table, and that we listen very carefully and hear what they have to say. So for that reason, we are restarting the Tech Council with some new ideas about how to really make sure that we get that voice and we have that input into the way we run the business. Protegis is, after all, a small company. And it allows us to be a little bit more flexible. This is an environment where you can have an input, where you belong, where I invite you to create the environment where you like to work, to come to work in the morning. That's what we want to create here together. Become a co-owner of this Protegis project. So having talked about the environment that we find ourselves in and how we're going to get through it by resort to the values that bind us together, I wanted to also just talk a little bit about what we are building here together as a company, and just get everybody level set, everybody on the same page. This business fits together very nicely. Got three pieces. The core is the branch business, the largest part by far. The parts business adds differentiation to our branch business. We can offer things that other companies, other fire safety companies cannot offer by reason of our parts business. And, to be frank, our parts business is a beautifully profitable piece of business. So we love them for it. We generate profits there that we can reinvest across the company. National accounts adds reach to whatever we do and enable us to approach customers with a much bigger proposition than we otherwise would. So those are the three pieces. It fits together. Our footprint will focus in three areas, and we've now determined it. We're not going to go elsewhere. Those three areas is the Ohio-Kentucky corridor, where we are well established, the Mid-Atlantic, where our Baltimore business is a jewel, very fine business that we want to add to, and we want to leverage the sterling reputation they have with their customers. And then finally, Florida is a major growth area for us, where we're active in terms of looking at acquisitions and hope to announce some additions to the family soon. We're private equity owned, which, some people sometimes think is a little scary, but it isn't. It's a beautiful thing. And the reason is, A, we've got access to capital for growth, lots of it, as much as we can profitably put to work. And B, we, again, back to the purpose, we are investing the savings of firemen and teachers and others who look to us to grow their savings and their pensions, right? And that leaves us with the responsibility to grow the business. And that's why we look, the strategy at Protegis is that this is a growth platform. We need to create a robust platform onto which we bring new acquisitions and create value in that process. So what does that platform consist of? It's our systems, hence the importance of the consolidation that we just implemented. It's our systems, got to be robust. Our processes have got to be streamlined, and the best processes in the business. That is key if we're going to be creating value by bringing customers onto that platform. So you're going to hear a lot over the next few months about improving and streamlining our work processes across the company. Our metrics, our disciplines, sprinklers versus alarm versus kitchen suppression, et cetera, those are things that we roll out and offer to new acquisitions. And finally, our culture that I just spoke about. It's a strong culture, seated in good, worthwhile values. And those are things that we share with those folks that come on board, and in the process, we create value as a company. So, folks, in summary, I've talked just about as long as I wanted to. We've been through a tough time. We're not out of the woods. We've got a ways to go. But this is a solid company with great people and a very, very fine culture that is going to be a lodestar for us in difficult times. We've got the pressure on us to get the business fully up and running. And so let's step up to that. And I have confidence from what I've seen so far about the people of Protegis that we're going to do that, and we could do that really well this summer. So I want to thank you guys, each one of you, for the fine job that you have done and the dedication you've shown, the loyalty you've shown to our team and to our company over the last few months. I look forward to this summer. Let's make the most of it. Keep safe, wear those masks, and we'll get to the other side.